It's TubeTalk.
Thank you, Douglas. As you can see, after comments last week, I've had a haircut. People called me a hippie.
Still are, just different haircut.
They said, what the hell is going on with that Barnett? They didn't mean Melissa Barnett, they meant my hair. What did you do last weekend?
Can't remember.
Bit of football. Saw Top Gun Maverick.
Oh yeah, good movie. I won't spoil it though.
Yeah. I was on the radio Saturday afternoon. Managed to lose $1,000 for this Punters Club syndicate in combination with Steve McKee and Mark Clayton. Although we had a big bet on the last race on Well I Never at $31 to win $3,000. It got beaten in those.
To win $31,000.
Yeah, $3,100.
That would have been good if you won.
It would have been, but we didn't.
Would have had a happy wife as well.
Anyway, Douglas, what is on the agenda? What do you got lined up for us?
Well, first of all, we want to talk about Stefano's filly going to Annabelle Nation.
What a cracking filly. Last yearling offering going to Australia. You could not buy a better type of horse. She is absolute ripper. You're probably seeing her walk around here. She's less than $5,000 for a 5% share. She's unbelievable value. She's got Sunday Silence, Deep Impact, Stefano's blood coming through one side, the other side she's got Galileo blood coming through. She's going to be an awesome 1600, 2400 metre 3-year-old. Only 20% left. Just get in while you can. Just take a share. This is the bargain of the year. Contact me. Just get involved. Yeah. That's all I can say. She's a ripper. She is an absolute standout.
Better than Tissue.
Well, Tissue's proved it. We're going to talk about her.
Yeah. And last week we had a run of placings, didn't we, Matt?
We did.
So it was unfortunate we didn't get
so many good performances. They turn into wins, but so many placings, so many close ones too. Where do we start?
Well, we'll start on Friday. We'll go chronologically through the dates of the week. And Friday, Pull Your Socks Up got third.
So I think I interrupted you. You were going to say something.
No, I was not going to say anything.
Okay. She did. Third hard, finishing third in an open handicap. Couple of strides after the post, she was in front. Really good to see her get back to form. And we'll have we're going to have a couple more races for her and a crack at black type before we wrap up her career and she goes to the Broodmere paddock later this season.
And then next one, on Saturday, Count On Me got second.
He did. Really good run. Just the track was just a bit too heavy for him. The jockey said, tracked up well, finished off really nicely for second. He said he just couldn't quite sprint on that track. It's going to be a really nice 2,000 metre plus horse. He was only second up on Saturday. He might have one more mile first where he can win, and then up to 2,000 metres. Very progressive horse.
She's Apples was second.
Yeah. Really well ridden by Crystal Lindsay. In front, sprinted hard and just got nailed on the line, like half ahead. She's very close to a win. She loves weak tracks. She's not at the right time of year.
Well I Never was also second.
Which we just talked about before. 30-1. Got a lovely trail. Threw on the rail, sprinted hard, led and got nailed on the line. Come back super. Come back really well. Progressive horse is in for a very good preparation. That was 1,400 metres. She won a maiden over 2,000, so she'll be better as she steps up over ground.
And then moving on to Wednesday, Flossie. Oh, sorry.
No, good. Yeah, Wednesday.
You want to keep going yet?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Flossie Rosie Candy was also third.
What a name. Flossie Rosie Candy.
Rolls off the tongue. Flossie Rosie Candy.
What a name. She third and like winning the Melbourne Cup with her. She's just got a little bit better each start. Last run for sixth was good. She we thought we might sack her a couple of starts ago, but then she went a really good sixth and then got shuffled back over 2,000 metres, hit the line hard for third, paying $5 a place.
$5 a place?
Got a little bit of that. And she might just about win a race next start in a couple of weeks' time, back at Cambridge over 2,000 metres.
And then moving on to this week there. So
Yes,
quite a few last
really.
week, wasn't there?
There was, yeah, lots of placings and stuff. Not as many this week,
Yeah.
but some not really, really good horses.
Good quality ones, yeah. So on Friday at Rickerton, race 5, we have Severine.
She's in the open mile on the synthetic. We raced her last week. She was pretty average. She might be coming to the end of it. So she needs to prove to us that she's not coming to the end of it, and there's a couple more runs left in her. We're trying on the synthetic, never have before, but she gets in with a good weight. Looks a nice race for her, and we'd expect her, if she's anywhere near her best, to run well. She's also entered in race 7, which is the 1400 metre race, benchmark 74. But we've opted, but she probably won't run in that. She'll probably run in the first race.
And then on Saturday at Waverley, race 1, we have Silky Red Fox.
So it was at Whanganui, but the meeting has been transferred to Waverley.
Yeah.
Silky Red Fox, he's been one under notice for a number of starts. Every time we say you're under notice, pal, he runs well. Good 4th last time. You'll see it on the screen. Finishing off well. Maiden 1400 metres. He's drawn sort of barrier 8, but I think that'll be okay because I want to get out a little bit wider on the track, being a heavy track. He's building to something. He's a nice each way chance.
And then race 3, Make Time.
Yeah, come back really well. We talked about him a couple of weeks ago, said he'd be a great top 4 bet, and he was. Ran 4th. I think paid about $5 to run top 4. Fresh up, trained on well. He's got a rough barrier 3, and it's rough because he's going to want to get wide, but it usually begins well. Ramu Pin claims a kilo. I think he's a very good each way bet. He'll be getting some of mine on Saturday.
And then at Eagle Farm, race 6, we have a Tissue.
Yeah, $500,000 race, my boy.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, weight for age fillies and mares, so she gets in well at the weights. Look, she seems to have come back well. She had all those barrier issues, but she had 2 starts now in stakes races. She's got back and charged home for 3rd, both of them. Her last run at Scone was superb, getting back on a wet track, getting out, charging home. She meets a smallish field. She's very well off at the weights. It's a good field, but it's smallish. She's well off at the weights. She's going to strike a good track, which I think she's really, really going to enjoy. First one she gets on for a while. As long as she jumps cleanly, and she has been jumping cleanly, it doesn't matter if she gets back, as long as she's got cover and relaxed. Tim Clark on board, he's ridden her before. I think she's awfully hard to beat.
And then
I think at her best, I think she's got a few lengths on this field.
And then at Rosal, race 7, we have Skyman.
Yeah, interesting. So, 1800 metres. Just watching the track conditions, whether he runs or not, but it might just improve into a soft 7 sort of area. Just looking for a change of environment for him. He's been running well without winning, so he's not going to hit him up to Sydney. 1800 metres suits going up in distance. He's only going to carry 54, put a Prentice on climbing 3. So I think Daryl Gibbons. So that really suits. Barrier 12 is a bit awkward, but he's a natural get-back horse anyway, so he'll probably get back. Just try and find something to follow in the race. Don't go too early. The track's not too wet. I think he can run very well down the outside. Couple of questions. 1, how wet the track will be, and 2, he's never been right-handed in his life. So we'll find out about those 2 things. But I think if he handles those 2 things, I think it's a great race for him.
And then finally on Sunday at Geelong, race 7, we have Motafi.
Yeah, it was a head scratcher, like fresh up. So he had a couple of jump outs and went super. We're expecting to run really well first up, and he travelled well, hooked out in the straight, but then he was just playing to the line. So we expected much better. If you put a line through that race and you go on the way he was building in his jump outs, stepping up 1700 metres suits, nice barrier draw 5 suits, you'd expect to see him run well. You really would. So ignoring that last run, he's a good chance. What concerns me is how wet the track will be. So I don't really think he wants it too wet, so keep an eye on those conditions. But certainly if the track comes back a bit, I'd expect to see him run much, much better.
And then we move on to Bet of the Week. And this Bet of the Week is on Saturday at Eagle Farm, race 6 edition. Had to be though.
Had to be. Look, I'm a bit nervous because Tipping a Tissue, one of our own, with all the issues that she's had, right? There's certainly risk there with the way she wasn't jumping from barriers and all those things. I just think she gets a good track. And if she, it's in the saddle, and if she jumps well and is just relaxed, I just think it looks a great race for her. She opened at $6.50, she's into $5. I still think that's good money. I think anything over $4 is good money. So Tissue's our bet of the week. Go with Tissue.
Come on, Tissue. Win for us. That is TubeTalk.
Thanks, mate. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Strongly and really opens up the margin now, and the rider goes for home. 3 lengths, 4 lengths in front of Taksu. Big Boy Roy staying on, and a Tissue gets going to the outside. They're both running on well. It's Academy in front, but here they come. A Tissue, Big Boy Roy charging, particularly a Tissue the outside, and the former New Zealand mare swept to the front end, kicked away. A Tissue draws clear for a big win.